Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we will see how to use array as a data member within class of C++ program. So here one program code is written to generate a shopping list. So in shopping list we used to have multiple products along with the with cost. So as per the requirement, we used to add some products. If we used to check what are the total cost of all these products, and if any of the product is not required, so the facility should be there to remove that product and again to check cost. So all these features we want to provide in our program in for shopping list. So program for shopping list using array as member of class. So required files are included. Here I am using one constant for declaring array. It is not compulsory to always use constant. You can directly assign size for your data array, whatever the array you are using within the class. But here I am using constant. This is the constant declaration. Const size equals to 50. Declaring constant over here. Name of my class is shopping. So in this shopping, in this class, I am declaring array of integer int atom code. In square bracket I am using this constant size. That means here as value of size is 50, I am creating integer array of size 50. I am also creating one more array which is of type float. So float atom cost in bracket, in square bracket, size, that means value 50. So that means I am creating atom cost, which is array of type float with size or length as 50. So I am having here two arrays. One is of type integer, another is of type float. Both of these are data members of class shopping. So to count how many number of items we are going to purchase in one shopping list, for that I am using one data member, one variable, that is count, which is of type integer. In public section we are going to declare some methods. Void cnt. So cnt, this method I am using to initialize count when object is created. I want to initialize count for every order, for every shopping list, for every object of shopping class. I want to initialize count as 0, and for this I am using cnt method. So in cnt method it is defined here only. This is now my inline function. So cnt method, it is defined as count equals to 0. So when object is created, so when we call method cnt, our object count will get initialized to 0. We are using get atom method. So whenever we want to add any atom in our shopping list, we will use get atom method. Display total, this is another method. Void display total, this method we will use to check how many total cost of our shopping list is or order is. So here I use get atom method to add an atom in shopping list. Whereas display total, this method I will use to display total of shopping list. It is total cost. So remove atom, void remove atom. This method we will use to remove one atom from shopping list. To remove one atom from shopping list. And void display atoms. This method we will use to display all the atoms along with their cost, whatever we are going to purchase. So list of all items purchased along with their cost. So these are the functions. These are the purpose of functions for why we are using all these functions. So here is end of my class. So closing curly brace, end with semicolon. So after this class declaration, we are now going to define all these member functions. Only one member function is declared over here, as code was very short. So it is immediately defined over here as inline definition. So CNT only is defined within the class. So that is inline function, and remaining all these methods we are going to define after the declaration of the class. And here these are the definitions. So first, void shopping scope resolution get atom as per the syntax of member function definition. Here we are going to define. So return type, name of the class, scope resolution, name of the class method. So that is the prototype. So in that we are going to display message for the user, enter atom code. So cout, enter atom code. Cin, atom code in bracket count. So remember, when we are going to create a new order for shopping, after creating object, we will call CNT method, so that initially for every order, for every object, count value will be 0. So initially when this get atom will get called first time, whenever we want to add first atom by default. So as for our initializations, count value will be 0. That means we are going to enter our first element of array atom code, that is atom code in bracket square bracket 0. Similarly, as the count value is 0, when we are going to enter atom cost, so here Cin atom cost in bracket again count 0. That means here we are going to enter our first atom in the shopping list with atom code of 0, atom cost of 0, and later count will get increased by 1, so count plus plus. So for whenever we will call this method again, for that count value will be 1. Next time you call next atom, count value will be 2. Like this, we will increase value of count by 1 every time after adding one atom into our shopping list. So by using this count, we are accessing our integer array as well as this float array for atom code and atom cost. So this count we will use as a index value. So this is about get atom method. Now let us see the code for Next method, display total, void shopping scope resolution display total. So whatever the number of items we have included in our shopping list, we want to check what is the total amount. For that we have to pay. So for that, here we have declared one local variable float sum equals to 0. So after adding n number of items, that count will be available in the count data member. So that count we will use as limit for our for loop. So if we have added 5 data items for us, if we are adding suppose 5 items in our shopping list, count value will be 5. But array always starts with index 0, so actual list will be nothing but atom code of 0, atom code of 1, atom code of 3, atom code of 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. That means from 0 to 4 there will be atoms in array, whether it is atom code or atom cost. The array will be starting from 0 to 4 if there are 5 items present. So because of that, for loop is written for int I equals to 0 to I less than count I plus plus. We want to have total for all the items whatever we have purchased, so every cost we have to add. So sum equals to sum plus atom cost of I. We will handle this code at the time of from when we will handle that. So that means as per our shopping list, if there are 5 items, it will do like this: sum plus atom cost of 0. Then what are the new sum will be? In that we will add atom cost of 1 plus atom cost of 2 plus atom cost of 3 plus atom cost of 4. So like this, as per the number of atoms you have purchased, all these atom costs will get added into some variable, and after the end of this for loop, whatever the final value of sum will be there, that we will display as total. So this is our display total method. So how to remove atom? So for that, remove atom definition we have to see. So void shopping scope resolution. Shopping is our name of class, scope resolution, remove atom, that is our function which whatever we are going to define now. So let us consider we are having suppose 5 items in our shopping list. Atom codes for these 5 items are, let us consider 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And third number atom, this atom code 3, we want to remove now. So for that, let us consider here local variable int code is declared. We will inform user to enter atom code you want to remove from shopping list. And here we are accepting value of code from user, C in code. Let us consider we want to remove atom code 3. So here we have to give value 3 as a response as input. So again we will use for loop for int I equals to 0 to I less than count. Count will remain. Count is our data member. So as per the number of items you have taken in your shopping list, as per that the count is updated. So if count is 5, we will see I less than 5. That is our list will be from 0 to 4. So now we have to check every atom code with the given code. So let us consider our atom code is 3. So in our shopping list, every atom code we will check, that is atom code of 0, atom code of 1, atom code of 2, atom code of 3. So every atom code is checked over here, and if this is matched with our code, that is considered value of code is 3 over here. So when it get matched, that atom cost we want to remove from our shopping list. So once the cost will get removed, automatically our total will get reduced. So the atom which we want to cancel, we want to remove, its cost we will make it as 0. So when the code match will get found at its atom cost, we will make it as 0. So if it is atom cost of 4, suppose, so we will make it as 0. Let us consider. So that means from the total, that cost can get reduced in the final total. So this is about remove atom. So display atoms, we will see code for display atoms function. So whatever the atoms we have purchased in shopping list, all atoms along with that is atom code and cost, we want to display the entire list. So void class name shopping, scope resolution, display atom, this is my function name. In that we will just give heading atom code and atom price with /t, that is for some specific tag. So again, for int I equals to 0 to I less than count I plus plus, this is my for loop, and in this for loop we are just going to display values of atom code of I and atom cost of I. So if count is 5, loop will execute from I equals to 0 to I less than 5, that is for 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 5 times, and it will print values of atom code of 0, atom cost of 0, then atom code of 1, atom cost of 1, likewise up to atom code of 4 and atom cost of 4. So entire list will be printed. So these all are the definitions for display for all the member functions whatever we have defined for our class. So now see main program. So in main program we have created one object of our shopping class. So shopping order is my object for class shopping. So just as I said earlier, so whenever we are going to create object for our class, we will call CNT method so that count will get initialized to 0. So order.cnt, so that our count will get initialized to 0. Already we have written this code. Just we will move up. So here it will call method CNT and count will become 0 for our object. So we are going to provide different values for a customer. So whether customer want to add any atom, want to display total, want to remove atom, want to display all atom list, or want to quit, that is whether the order is, whether the shopping list is over. So for that, here we are going to display menu. So as per the user choice, we will execute, we will call the related method. So for that, here I am using a local variable int choice. Clear screen. So number of times we need to call the methods again and again, so everything up unless and until the shopping list will get over, this menus should get repeat, this menu should get repeat, and number of times the same method should be able to call. So here do while loop I am using. So we display our list. Here we are going to specify that we are using option 1 as a key to add an atom. 2, this is key for display total value. Then if we enter number 3, that is for remove an atom. 4 number is used for display all atoms. 5 number is for quit or to that is exit from this order. So after that, after generating this menu and the options, we will give message to user, enter your choice. And see in choice, that means your user has to enter their choice whether he want to add atom, want to display total, want to remove, want to display all atoms, or want to stop ordering. So as per the user's choice, here the response should be there, and so for that here we are using switch case statement. Switch in bracket choice, whatever the value is given over here, it will come over here in switch statement. So if user choice is 1, for case 1 we will call method get atom. So our object name is order, get atom method is a member function. So order dot get atom will call get atom method, and after that whatever the get data method is there, that will get execute. So it will ask to enter atom code. So as initially count is 0, atom code of 0, atom cost of 0. So for first atom, user has to enter atom code and atom cost, whatever he want to purchase, and after that count will get increased by 1. So for the next atom, whatever we want to purchase, count will be ready or count is updated. If user has entered choice number 2, that means user want to display total cost for total cost of purchase. So for that, order dot display total, this method we are calling. So display total is method, order is name of our object. So statement is order dot display total. That means here we will execute display total method for our object order. So this method will get execute, and our total value will get display as a response of this function. So then if user is giving choice to remove an atom, so case 3 will be order, that is name of our object dot remove atom. So after remove atom, method will get called. So this method will get execute. User has to enter his choice for the code, whatever he want to remove, which atom code he want to remove. So as per the from your list, wherever the atom code, if it is found that its atom cost will become 0, that is considered as it is removed. So after every case, definitely we have to give break statement. So at a time, switch will execute a single case only. So break. So if user has entered fourth option, that is display all atoms, user want to see which of the products atoms he is going to purchase and what is cost of these atoms. entire list user want to see. So for that, case 4, order, that is our object dot display atom method is called, and here the display atom method will display all the atom codes and atom cost, whatever in that order he or she is purchased. So this method will get executed. And option 5, simply break is written because if user want to exit, nothing to do for that, so simply break. And if by mistake user has given some other numbers not in between 1 to 5, for that the response will be wrong input, try again, that means the wrong input is given and user has to give the proper input. So here is end of switch case. So this while loop will get continued if user is not giving val, that means if the choice is not equals to 5. When user will get choice as 5, this do while loop will get terminate and the last print will be thank you. So this is about code of this program. So we will save this program, we compile and we will execute this. So here we are having menu as we have just seen. So first number, option number 1 is for add an item, 2 for display total value, 3 for remove an item, 4 for display all items, and 5 for quit. Here we will insert 3 data items first. So second data item we will remove, we will and we will use one by one all these options. So first I want to insert one item, so my choice will be 1. So this is my choice, that is I am adding one item. Let us consider my item code is also 1. Cost of item, for simplicity I am giving cost as 100. Okay, one item has been added. I want to add one more item, so my choice is again 1. Code, I am going to enter item code as 2. Let us consider cost of my item is 200. 2 items I have added. My choice, again I want to add one more item. I am giving choice as 1. Enter item code. I am giving item code now 3. And for that I want to give cost as 300. So total 3 items I have inserted. We can check all these items display. I give option display all items and using choice number 4. You can see 3 items we have inserted, item code and item price. For first code 100 value is there, second 203, third code 300. Okay, now I want to display total also. So for that option number, so option number 2 I have to use to display total value. So enter your choice. I am giving choice as 2. So total is 300, 600, 100 plus 200 plus 300. Total cost is 600. So 600, that is total cost. Now what I want to do, I want to remove my second item which is specified by item code as 2. So to remove an atom, I want to use option number 3. Here message is coming, enter atom code we want to remove from shopping list. So the atom code I want to remove, that is code is 2. So 2 is inserted. So now let's check our atom is removed or not. So atom will remain in list, only its cost will become 0 now. So let us check our atom list again. So display all atoms, I am giving option number 4. See, first atom our first atom is atom code 1, price is 100. Now second atom code is 2, for that prices became now 0, and third atom code is 3 and price is 300 as it is. So middle atom become price 0, it is considered as removed. Now let's check what is the total cost is. So display total value, second option I am using, so that is 2, and total cost is 400 because 200 is reduced from the last total. So 600 minus 200, it total is coming now 400. So this is my final total for my shopping list. So now I want to quit. I give use option 5 for quit. Message is coming as thank you. So this is our execution. So same thing, if we want to hand run, we can hand run also. So initially our count was 0. What we had done, we have first used choice as 1. So when choice is 1, that means we are going to insert one atom. So we are calling here get atom method. So what are the execution we have done? For that we are doing hand run now. So get atom, here we are going to insert value for atom code of 0, and that is suppose 1, and here atom cost of 0 we had given 100, and count is increased by 1, so count value is 1. So this is first atom is inserted. So after that, as choice is not equal to 5, we have to give again one more time the choice. Do loop is again executed. This time I am again using option number 1, that means again I am using get atom method. So get atom method we are going to execute again. So for that, here we are going to insert atom code of 1, that is suppose I am giving value as 2, and atom cost I have given atom cost of 2. This is my second element of array. I had given it as 200, and count is increased by 1, now it is 2. So as again come to main, so as choice is not equals to 5, one more time do loop will execute. Again it will ask me for choice, so I am again giving choice as 1. I want to add one more atom in my shopping list. So get atom method is called again. So case 1 we are executing. So here in get atom, now we had given whatever the execution we had seen, same values here I am using. Atom code of 2, it was 3, and atom cost of 2, that is 300. So same values I am using here. After that, count is incremented by 1, now count is 3. 3 items we have inserted. Last value of count is 3 and our array is from 0 to 2. Atom code of 0, atom code of 1, atom code of 2, atom cost of 0, atom cost of 2, atom cost of 1 and atom cost of 2. So these are our array elements. Again come to main program. So after execution of this method, get atom method, so because of this break we will come, there will be end of switch case, it will come to check while condition. Choice is 1, it is not equals to 5, it will execute do loop again. Again this menu is coming in front of us. Now we want to display all atoms, so choice is given as 4. So that means we will execute this display atom method. Remember our count is 3. So display atom methods here with count value, count value is 3. That is for I equals to 0 to I less than 3, we will execute this for loop. That is, it will display a value of atom code of 0, atom cost of 0. For next execution, atom code of 1, atom cost of 1. For next execution, atom code of 2 and atom cost of 2. So here as a response, we will get here values as for atom code of 1, atom code of 0, code is 1, cost is 100. Then atom code is 2, cost is 200. Then atom code is 3 and atom cost is 300. So these are our values which we had given. So this is our 100. Okay. So now here we had given. So display atoms, after the display atoms execution, break statement will execute. So still choice is 4 not equals to 5, do loop will execute one more time. So now this time I want to check my total. So for total I had given the 2, option number 2. So display total, it will execute display total. Okay. So for display total, this code will get execute. So again here I write our count was 3. So that is for I equals to 0, I less than 3, this for loop will execute. Initially sum is 0. So it will be like 0 plus atom cost of 0. First atom cost was 100. So plus 100, that is equals to 100. So next time when for loop will execute, it will add into this 100, it will add atom cost of 1. And for that atom cost was 200. Summation is 300. When next time when value of I is equals to 2, it will take 300 plus atom cost of 2 and atom cost of 2 is 300. So this is 300. So we are adding over here and total is 600. So we were getting 600. So after that, final amount total is displayed over here as total equals to 600. So after that, after display total, break is there, it will break it, there is end of switch case. So choice is 2, that means while condition is still true, it is not equals to 5. One more time it will execute do loop. Now this time I am giving choice as 3. I want to remove an atom. So remove atom, it will call case 3 order dot remove atom. So it will come to remove atom procedure, remove atom definition. So here we are going to insert, we want to remove atom code 1. So atom code 2, this atom code, this we want to remove, and this is 2. So here I am giving value as 2. So remember count is 3. Count is 3. That means for I equals to 1 to I less than 3, our for loop will execute. So first time when it get for loop will get execute, atom code of 0, it was 1. 1 is not matching with 2. So this if statement false. Next time atom code of 1, that is 2. This 2 is matching with code 2, and so for that cost of atom cost 1, that is atom cost of 1 now will become 0. So second atom is getting removed now, its cost is 0. So when next time I value will get increased by 1, I value is now 2. So atom of 2 value is 3. So again condition is not satisfied, only second atom will get removed. So again we will come to main. So once the atom is removed, here is break statement. So switch is going to be end while choice was 3, is not equals to 5. One more time do loop will get execute, and next time we were checking again display all atoms. So for that display all atoms choice is 4. So this it will execute case 4 with display all atoms. So now in display all atoms it will execute the procedure for display atoms. So this is, so one more time here it will execute for loop. Still the count is 3 because we have not removed actually the atom, we have simply made its first as 0. So now this time when this it will execute for I equals to 0 to I less than count, that is I less than 3, it will execute atom code of 0, that is 1, atom cost of 0, that is 100, then atom code of 1 will be 2, and atom cost of 1, that is now 0, and atom code of 2 will be 3, and atom cost of 2 will be as it is 300. So this list we will get as output. After display atom there is a break statement. So it will be end of switch case, but still while choice is not equals to 5, one more time it will execute this do while loop. Now I want to display total, whether actual the amount is reduced or not, I want to check, and for that option is 2. So display total method will get execute, come again to display total. So here it is, count is still 3. So now this time when it will get execute, here it will execute and run like this. Sum is 0, in that atom cost of 0 will be added. So atom cost of 0 will be is 100. that is equals to 100. Then it will add atom cost of 1. Atom cost of 1 is now became 0, so it will still remain 100. In that we will add atom cost of 2, and that is 300, and total is 400. So this is our final total. Last time it was 600, now it is 400. This 200, this product, this atom is removed. So after that, here the final, here we will get result as total equals to 400. That is our final total. After that, there is a break statement. So display atom, then break. So switch, end of switch case. Still while loop will continue. Choice is 4 not equals to 5. It continues the while loop. Now I want to quit. So for that I am giving value as 5 as my option. So it will execute case number 5, that is a break. So end of switch case. Choice is 5. 5 equals to 5. So while condition is false, so now this time it will not continue do while loop, and here it will execute thank you and end of program. So this is all about how to use array, how to access array within class. Okay, thanks for watching. Keep watching.